coming at you here with a very old ritual monster, one that I believe is one of the best ones to date, and it is very good in the current meta, and it is a Relinquished deck. Now, Relinquished is one of the best ritual monsters because he's a level 1. Being a level 1, basically any monster that isn't an XYZ can be used for his ritual summon. And he can take control of monsters. He doesn't destroy anything, so it's really hard to counter him. And he's harder to destroy by battle, because you need 2 monsters on the field to try and do it. For our monsters, we have 3 Relinquished. A very good ritual monster. Like I said before, it is very overpowered, but not so much it can compete with other stuff. But it is very good counter to E-Dragons. Through testing, out of 10 times versus various decks, it's won 8 out of 10. It lost twice, once due to a very, very bad draw, which is very rare when I never really have them when I'm playing this deck. And then the other one was my fault. I had the opportunity to win. I had 2 choices, his Big Eye or his level 8 Synchro, and I chose Big Eye. And that was a big mistake on my fault, because he had previously taken Relinquished on the previous turn with Big Eye, and if I had taken the Synchro monster, I could have actually attacked with a Synchro monster equipped with Relinquished against his Relinquished for game. Now, for other monsters, we got 3 Djinn Disserere rituals. Very great because can be used twice, because it can remove from the grave as well for the ritual summon. So once from the hand or field, then once from the grave. And plus, it is not affected. The ritual monster used in the ritual summon is not affected by trap cards, so it keeps them alive for longer. Then 3 Djinn Releaser rituals. Basically, what this card does is your opponent cannot special summon. But most cards like this, both players cannot special summon, but only your opponent can't. So you can still special summon away, making it very difficult for your opponent to come back. Then 3 Volcanic Queens. Very great at removing monsters that would stop your ritual spell, like Light and Darkness Dragon and Xian. And then you get a beat stick for Relinquish when he's on the field to equip. And also face down monsters you can use that for, because Relinquish, if he equips a face down, he gets 0 attack and defense, which is not way too helpful. Then we got 3 Manju with 10,000 hands. A very great searcher because you can search for any ritual monster or spell from your deck and add it to your hand. So you get the one that you don't have. Then we got 2 Sonic Birds, basically the same thing except only ritual spells. You don't want to run Manju, which is for ritual monsters. You don't want to run Senju for ritual monsters. You only want to run 2 of these because if you run 3, it becomes very cloddy. Then 1 Morphing Jar just for drawing. For traps, we got 2 Tributes because they are very good in combined with Disserere rituals, because then when your opponent tries to summon 2 monsters to destroy Relinquished, you activate that, then it's just Relinquished on the field. Then 3 Fiendish Chain stops effectless monsters in their tracks. They can't attack, they can't do anything really. And then also it keeps them on the field. So then Relinquish can equip it later. Then 1 Shadow Spell, similar same thing except it doesn't stop effects. It's still helpful because it prevents the attacking and leaves it vulnerable. Then the Jesus duo of Warning and his Judgment. Very great, just negates stuff that would kill you. Card Destruction, just for more draws. Foolish Burial, great for getting Djinns to the grave. 3 Preparations of Rites, very, very good card. It's a Manju in spell format, and it lets you get ritual monsters at 7 or lower to your hand from your deck, and then you get to add a ritual spell card from your grave to your hand. So if you've already gotten one Relinquished off, this is basically BAM! Second Relinquished. Then 3 Black Illusion Rituals. The ritual spell card of the deck, very helpful because you need it to summon Relinquished, and running anything else is cloddy and annoying to use. Then we got 1 Part of Advice for drawing, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon just to destroy, the Trinity of Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, and Monster Reborn, just great in any deck. Then 1 Day of Peace. It's another great staple I believe should be in every deck, just because it's basically Pot of Greed, and it allows you to set up a field, because you get a lot of cards, and prevent your opponent from doing anything and murder them on the next turn. Then for our extra deck, we have 3 Utopias, 2 Maestroke, 1 Utopia Ray, 1 Gemini Pearl, 1 Wind-up Zenmaines, 1 Illuminate, 1 Leviathon Dragon, 1 Wind-up Zenmaster, 1 Terror-Byte, 1 Baby Tiragon, 1 Starliege Paladino, and 1 Lightning Shindori. Now these 3 are more specific, which is a very odd case, but if you get 2 Manjus, or if you get 2 Songbirds, or if you get enough of the level 1s on the field. And these are all great cards to use with Relinquished, and they're great cards on their own. Then for our side deck, running 3 Swords of Revealing Light. Very helpful because it makes flip monsters flip face, well, face down monsters flip face up. So that means Relinquish can target it, and then you can stall for draws. And 2 creature swap, basically mini Relinquished, helpful if there's something that's preventing you from special summoning it. So then you can, like Fossil Diana, so then you can summon another level 4 and overlay it, and then get rid of that. And 3 Lava Golem, in case your opponent is running something like Samurai, E-Dregs, or Mermail, because then you can tribute 2 of their monsters. But you can't just tribute 1, which is why you want to just run Volcanic Queen in the main deck, because it's annoying having Lava Golem as a dead draw. Then 1 Run Maxi, you only need 1. You should only ever side 1. It's good because if people use special summoning monsters, get that special summon. You don't want to run more because they get really cloddy. Then 2 Effect Veiler, just for things like Anti-Burn and Exodia, just in case they run that. It helps. Then 1 Prohibition. Probably pronounced that wrong, but who cares? It is basically very helpful in any deck for you to side, and you don't want to run more than 1 because it becomes very cloddy in drawing. And if you have like 2 on the field, you could say like Heavy Storm and then the card you want, but then they can Typhoon it, which is just such an annoying thing. And then 1 Scapegoat, very great for something against like Heretics, which would normally plow through your defenses, and also you can use leftover tokens for tributes for Relinquished. Then 2 Mind Crush, great against Fire Fist, because they often use Fire Formation 10k, so you know what they got in their hand. Then you activate this, bam, it's gone. And that is it for the deck. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see more of this deck around, playing locals and online, and hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to see more deck profiles, and I will see you another day.